Well, before we got that infamous video, we actually do get to talk about the place a little because a certain little island nation off the eastern coast of Africa uh, has just had a Zoomer uprising. They've had a little bit of a boogaloo. And the president is asking for 1 year to resolve problems or he will resign, as if like the Zoomer protesters are like the Green Man or something like that. Uh, the president of a certain island nation, Andre Rogelina, has asked for 1 year to fix the country's challenges, promising that if they persist, he will resign. He said this during a town hall style meeting at his palace with various groups of government supporters. Many attendees had the opportunity to ask the president questions or simply share their views, to which he responded. I don't want flattery, I want to hear the truth. It's the people who kept telling me that everything was fine who are responsible for our current situation, he said. The movement behind the protest, known as Gen Z MADA, has been calling for the president to resign and rejected an invitation to attend the talks. They argue that they cannot engage a government that has been repressing them as they demand basic human rights. The group has called for new protests on Thursday. Pardon. We refuse the president's invitation to talks. We will not engage in dialogue with a regime that represses, assaults, and humiliates its youth in the streets, they wrote on their Facebook page. At the expiry of their 48-hour ultimatum for the president to resign, the group called for a nationwide strike, although the details remain unclear. They have vowed not to back down, urging people from all regions to join them and declaring that the Malagasy people do not submit. Rajoelina has been holding these meetings as part of his pledge to listen more, emphasizing that the challenges facing the Indian Ocean island nation can only be solved through honest conversations and not protests. Uh-huh. The president, you wouldn't, if it wasn't for the protests, you wouldn't have actually done anything to solve the problems. The president assured that those at the dialogue that ongoing power projects would address the recurring outages by adding 265 megawatts to the national grid. I swear that if power cuts persist in the capital within a year, I will resign, he said. The protest began on 25th September, triggered by anger over persistent power and water shortages, and have escalated to broader dissatisfaction over corruption, high unemployment, and the cost of living crisis. Last week, Rajoelina sacked his entire government and appointed an army general as prime minister on Monday. The protest movement rejected the appointment and vowed to continue their struggle. So they kind of have like a soft junta at the moment. That's kind of what's happening over there. Rajoelina came to power in 2009 after leading mass protests. Protests don't solve anything. Came to power via protest that triggered military intervention and overthrew the then president Mark Ravalomanana. These fucking names. Although the youth-led movement continues to demand his resignation, street protests appear to have weakened. Life in most parts of the capital, Antananarivo, continues as normal, except in a few neighbourhoods with a heavy police presence where some roads have been blocked or are being closely monitored. At least 22 people have died in clashes with security forces and scores more have been injured, according to the United Nations. The authorities have disputed these figures. And there you are, that's the end of the article. So basically, in the time that the video's been written, there's already been like a soft military junta and like all kinds of stuff has like happened in this certain little island nation. So basically, we're going to have to take the video back to the drawing board, and we're going to need to do a few little updates on what's actually happening over there, because that's the problem with this little place. So much stuff has happened. So much stuff happens over there because it is a cuckoo place, which is why the video got made in the first place. But still. One day. One day.